Now
Welcome once again.
we're officially live now.
All right. Oh, my background sound too much nice.
Nah, man, you're good.
You sound good to me. So it's okay.
All right. All right, no problem. So Montreal, once again, welcome to Talk the Things Wednesday. You don't know, we just start up the things, one bag of things. We speak the truth. You know, sometimes we call names, sometimes people get them feelings, but there's no need to get into your feelings, you know. You just have to listen and you will learn when you come on this platform. No disrespect over this platform. We don't tolerate those things over here. And you don't know it's a community reasoning. So we talk about what happened in our community and the world at large. So, Mr. President, I want to say welcome to the platform. We have none other than
Yeah, man.
Mark, the current president of the Jamaica Association. Welcome for the
Yeah, man.
very first
Welcome.
time.
Thanks for the invite. I appreciate the opportunity to come on and talk. Sorry again about the delays, but it's all good. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, man, definitely, definitely. Well, um, we know say winter is around the corner.
Mm. Yeah,
And
man.
we know say we are gear up for the ending of the year. You know what I mean? Christmas is here, all these things is here.
Good times, festive times.
So we all are gear up for taking festive time and family time. You know what I mean?
True, true.
But right
Yeah,
now,
man.
you know, on this platform, you know, a family time same way, because you don't know the whole way a family same way. You see
Straight,
me?
straight. Yeah,
So,
man.
yeah, man. So, let me ask you a question, you know. For the people
Yeah.
that don't know and not familiar with Mark Henry, tell me just a little bit about Mark Henry, the president.
Yeah, well, come to Canada in my 1985, so been here going on 40 years. Product of a single mother, which you know very well. Father passed away young, grew up in the church, Canada, and, take away myself and come
Mm.
back and have a find myself, decide to make myself more positive, finish up with education and, do with things and then realize that at certain age, no time for kind of give back. So for the past 10 years, after being in the church around a couple of years, 21 years, I thought it was, time for me to kind of go show the kind of, especially the youth, them, talk about our experience and or we could not have made it and somebody or to get on the right track after being on the wrong track. So in the last 10 years,
Mm.
been supporting the Jamaica Association and time is coming to an end. So it's been a great opportunity to oversee a very prestigious organization, one with a lot of history and relevance and important many great leaders, and it's been an honor to do. So in a nutshell, that's kind of Mr. Henry, very quickly.
All right. Now, Mr. Henry, I know you know you were called to lead the organization, or you were chose to lead the organization. What year what year this was when you were called, when
well,
you were
well,
first
well.
chosen?
So it wouldn't be now 2010. Actually, I saw an ad in the community contact. Mr. Noel Alexander seemed like he was lamenting for many years, looking for someone to take the reins, and he was saying that the younger generation was not interested. And so myself, I believe Sharon Nelson, Michael Smith at that time responded to the call and went to the association, met with the leadership, but they were not ready really to give it up, to be honest with you. And they wanted to kind of mentor us. They wanted to mentor us. I think at that time, 2010, there
Mm.
was an election, and yeah, I decided at that time I didn't know enough about community organization, how it functions, and I wanted to. I know Michael Smith had more experience, so I decided not to run for the president for that time. Served as the vice president for 4 years, and then the last 6 years as president, really. So that's kind of how that came about. And to be honest with you, I want to be truthful. As a man who left the street, went into the church, I believe that Christianity was more about the works, and it was great, know your mom, she's in the church. It was great to come together in the church and, thank God for his goodness and mercy. But God is all about works, and I wanted to impact lives through God. And that's kind of the purpose that I had going to the association.
All right. So the first term in the presidential seat, like I'm gonna ask you, what did you really learn that you didn't expect? You understand? What you didn't
Right.
expect?
Well, actually, I've been around the Jamaica Association throughout the years, and I kind of, there was a lot of noise and rumors and false narrative, and so I came in expecting, I had a certain image in my mind, but I was actually surprised that the amount of programs that were there. Many people in the community don't know that, including myself. What I wanted to do was to that I felt that we needed to, you know, to kind of adapt to the changing dynamics of the population and generation, and to be more professional. So as a man who served in business for the last 30 years, I felt that I had the experience as a business. I felt even though we were a community organization who provided service, I think we needed to run it like a business, while maintaining the spirit of a community nonprofit organization. And I think we've been able to do it. So the surprise was that we didn't have that structure. It was more, to me, in my opinion, it had become more of a just some people coming together. I know Mr. President Alexander, which I love very much, tried his best, but the membership was very low and people weren't coming, and it almost felt like maybe not true, almost like a old boys club, at that point, because he was looking for people that weren't there. I know a lot of the women were not coming back for many reasons. I know a lot of people felt when they
Mm.
came here, it was almost like just a place to party. I wanted to change that narrative. And I believe I said at the beginning when I got elected that I wanted to raise the level of professionalism. And I think we've done that. Myself, not just me, but along with the team, over the last 6 years, we have increased, tripled the membership, raised the level of professionalism. I think running it like a business, and that was needed because the government was not asking us for different things to be more compliant. For example, separating the social part of the organization with the programs because they're funding the program. It gets really detailed, but just to answer the question quickly, we needed to adapt and change the way we manage this organization. People, the Jamaica Association is a machine. And until you sit in the seat, you don't really get a full picture of what it takes to manage programs, staff, members, bylaws, community, partnership. It's a big network. So I'm trying not to be too elongated,
Yeah.
but the idea was to come in and to try to, number one, change the narrative. Number two, become more professional and running like a business. And number three, the last thing was I managed the association with not a fear, but uh, understanding that we're at the risk of the mercy of the government that funds that at any time, if we don't receive the fund, what would happen? So I'm always thinking contingency plan, contingency plan, contingency plan. So I think after 6 years, we're set up in a good place for the future leadership. And if me I chat too much, just cut me, yeah?
Uh-oh. I think we just lost him. We ain't got him.
Yeah. Yeah. The Facebook thing is a little bit tough, man. So you
He's
there,
there.
Mr. P?
Yeah,
Same there.
man, me
I'm gonna
there.
say if you see me I talk too much, cause presidents and leaders and they will talk a lot, so just cut me, yeah?
No, man, you're good, man. You're good. You're good. You're good. No,
All
no
right.
problem.
You have to move your phone a little bit. I will see your forehead.
Yeah. And I want to tell you, just feel free to ask any question. Because one of the things that has plagued our community and derailed in many ways, undermined leadership in community is the rumors, I call them, not factual things. And
Mm-hmm.
I established office hours Wednesdays and Saturdays. And I tell everybody, if you have any doubts, questions, concern, come and see me. Nobody showed for the last 6 years. So I support all the community programs, medias, but I don't follow the rumors because when you do sit with people and they understand the facts, it's a completely different thing. I tried to
Um,
be as the main thing I wanted to do was to be as transparent as possible. And I think we achieved that. Transparency mean that nothing to hide. Of course, there are things as members that you have privilege. If you don't pay
Mm-hmm.
your membership, if you don't come to members meeting, and in our community, unfortunately, we take things that people say, and then you don't take up the phone, you don't call, you don't come and see, and you run with it.
yeah.
So I'm an open book or organization open. So feel free to ask many questions.
All right,
There's
but
some things as a member, for
all right.
example, finance, we can't go into, but
Mm-hmm.
ask anything.
Mary
All right.
Mary from the Guyana Association is saying good night.
Good night, good night, good night, Merck.
Where you say, MadMan? I didn't hear that.
No, I said Mary from the Guyana Association is healing up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Big up Mary. What more I want to ask, Mark? I listening to you a while ago and hear the amount of moving parts that's happening over there at the association. It was there any time that you said to yourself, say, I want to get myself into, man.
Probably quite
um,
often.
Actually, no, because I saw an opportunity to be better. I saw an opportunity because one of the things that are important as we age, as we get older, is, in my opinion, is to make sure that we leave a legacy.
Yeah.
That legacy is a place, a thought, a situation that can impact the next generation. So when I'm on calling in, they're supposed to say, well, you had an impact. So looking at the entire organization, I saw it as an opportunity, to because when you look at the Jamaica Association compared to many other organizations, I didn't realize how big it's a machine. And so I embraced it. It was exciting to create and rebuild
It
and
was like a
build and
challenge.
build upon the legacy of Mr. Alexander and all the other presidents that
Mm-hmm.
came before. So I saw it was an opportunity. You know, were there times of anxiety because of all the other things I do, my job. I'm in Toronto now, traveling and we look at
Mm-hmm.
financial business, and of course I have my family and but there's a lot of other things. So what I had to do was delegate to the team. And I have a great board. One of the things I said the other night is of the board that started with me 6 years ago, every member except one who completed the term is still with
Mm-hmm.
us. So that's saying to me a sense of accomplishment that they've believed in my vision. They've stood by me, they've supported me. Of course, we have honest discussion. I wanted to build the respect for each other within the organization. And we've done that. First 2 years a little bit rocky, but now we've come together and worked together as a team. We don't always see eye to eye, but that's okay. But the level of the board, I mean, it's just incredible. And I want to tell them thanks for the 6 years they supported me and served me. It's been incredible.
Mm-hmm. So basically, you're listening to you right now. You're saying that in order to run a good organization as the Jamaica Association, the board has to be proper.
Hun- 100%. One of the things we did, we had the bylaw allows for 9 board members, but the amount of work, I realized it was too much because remember, everyone on the board are volunteers. So that means they have jobs, they have their family. Some work at evening, some work at night, overnight. And it was too much.
Mm-hmm.
If we wanted to be effective, so we started to bring all the members on. I created what was called an auxiliary board. So we
Mm-hmm.
went from 9 to 16. I was still have what you put up. And what I did, I created a portfolio of specific things within the organization that needs singular focus. And there were those who had doubts about that working, but it's worked brilliantly. It was a part of getting people engaged, getting them involved, empowering them, make them feel, So I wouldn't give you a role and then micromanage it. We would have one-on-one meetings every week at the beginning with everyone with a portfolio and see where they're at and give my direction. And everything needed to be approved at the end. But I trusted them with the role. And I tell you, Mr. P, beautiful. So the board came together, both board and auxiliary board, and they worked with me. And that's the result that we see. For example, this year we have 170 people that re-signed for membership, paid membership. I think it's a record. So it's amazing.
Okay, but as is it safe to say you are one of the youngest president ever sitting that chair?
Um, I would think so, yes, because I think Mr. Smith is about a year or two older than me. But I would say I was one of the youngest. I've done
If
that.
not
Yeah,
the youngest.
yeah. To my knowledge, I mean, Pat Dillon would probably be able to, but from what I know, at 50 years old, for 49, 50 years old, I would think I
All
would have
right,
been one
so
of the
so
youngest.
so you so you can safely say that the respect, because remember, sometime when as a younger person, running in such a strong organization, you know what I mean? Like sometimes the elderly people them will look and say, "Yo, I'm not ready for this yet."
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Did you encounter that kind of
yeah,
behavior with
man.
any?
When we start, yeah, man. Then when we start, man, then I tell you, say somebody elder them say, boy, if we just hold it and just take the time, we're not ready yet. But yeah, man, them tell you that straight up and say, boy, as about a fact one time, them just say, boy, them no want a Christian man up there. No. Yeah. They tell me that straight, so them no want no Christian. They thought I was coming up there to turn the place in a church.
Oh, Pat just confirmed. She said you are the youngest.
What's that?
Pat just confirmed and say you are the youngest.
So I'm the youngest? Yeah, probably the youngest.
So what them say you're not ready for this yet. You're not ready for this.
Yeah, them said
Just
them
take
said
your
I
time.
wasn't ready. They said I wasn't ready, and they didn't want to change it, this and that. But at the end of the day, um I wasn't focused on that too much. I was focused on the task, and you know what, I didn't come there to be the president. I just came there to serve. I came there to help out. I came there to lend my hand and experience. And Bible tells us to go out into the world, and do the work, and that's what I was doing. And it would just fell in my lap because Michael, after 4 years, decided that he didn't want to run again. And so, by acclamation, I was the next man up, and I've ran the last 6 years and won by acclamation, meaning there was really no one that ran on that, and that's also a testament to the confidence that they had
All
in
right.
me, and that's much appreciated.
So no more of ask you. When you take office, you know what I mean? Like where the association was situated. I'm asking you, was it like from a scale of 1 to 10? Where was it when you take it over?
Well, it's perspective, because you'd have to kind of compare where I took it from to the past. It was a totally different generation with totally different ideas. So what was working for that generation, I don't think it would have worked. So it's hard to say whether one generation was better than the next. The time has just changed. Technology had changed. The kind of people that are coming around changed. A lot of the elderly people were not coming around anymore. For example, one of the things we moved some meetings to Zoom. We changed the classes. So it was a matter of there just comes a time when a generation, it has done its reached its course, and it's just time to move on. And that's what it. And one of the things I must say is I've always been very sensitive to the fact that it would not have been possible for me if it had not been for the past presidents and board and those who contribute. Many people build that place to where we come, and so I always try to honor them. I always try to acknowledge them, because if you don't know your past, there's no way you can have a success. So I had to make the seniors know that I appreciated them, and they supported us big time. Their support would have been very, very, very difficult. And they have been some of the biggest support. I had to win them over, let them know I'm not wearing any hidden agenda. I'm just here to do what I can, my contribution to make our association and our community better. That's it.
So, would you say you're successful at that so far?
I would say if we look at the metrics, we've had a very successful run. Increased membership. We've been able to partner with some incredible groups, not just community groups, but with great partnership with government. I mean, we have access to government on a different level. Mr. Alexander had that, but a variation from provincial to federal, to municipal, different organizations within the educational field, universities, or scope of partnership. So I believed in establishing partnership to the opposition of some of the older ones who didn't feel. They're very proud about Jamaica and the Jamaica Association, and they didn't really want to really step outside. But for me, to prepare us for the next 10, 15, 20 years, with the immigration of English Caribbeans, specifically Jamaicans, being accepted in Quebec, I just felt that long term we needed to collaborate more as English Black Caribbean for the long term survival. So I just looked at things from 5, 10, 15 years long after. Because I've never planned to be in the position 6 years. Um, but I found myself six, and unfortunately, the bylaw that was changed 10 years ago, because before there was no limit, now it's changed to 6 years. This week, next week coming up, I'm going to propose that the bylaws go back to what it was before. No election, with election every 2 years, rather than limiting the term. That will not apply to me because, I've already accepted that I'm abiding by the rule of law, which was 6 years, and I'm not going to allow the bylaw to change for me to stay on. It is what it is. I knew it was 6 years coming in, and that is what I will accept. But that we're going to vote on this on Saturday, so all the members can come up to the association on Saturday at 7, join online. We have two things to get voted on. One is to remove the limit for term limits on voting, and also to whether or not family members should be allowed to be on the board at the same time.
Okay, so right now the term is what, every 2 years right now, or every three
So
years now?
so that is a every 2 year, but it's a maximum of three 2 years, so a maximum of six. That again, that was only put in after Mr. Smith became president, and one of the things that he wanted to do was that they felt that there needed to be a change. I guess I'm assuming because I was there, but I don't remember. There needed to be a change. It shouldn't be one person running the organization for 30 years, and also for health reason. But my thing is that it's kind of counterproductive because every 2 years there's an election. So if you're not doing a good job, whether it's 10, 15, 20 years, the people will decide to either vote you in and vote you out. The idea was that the elections in the past might not have been fair. I don't know what was
Okay.
the reason, but I believe that the talent pool of people willing to step up to lead an organization with so many moving parts, not being paid with no financial compensation, that you can't afford to lose those type of, I don't want to call myself talent, but people. So if the people believe, the people wanted me to stay, they believed that I was doing a good job, popularity level was high, then there shouldn't be a term limit to limit that. There should be an election where people show up and they decide whether they want you to continue or not. So we need to go back to that because there's not enough people in our community, and that's one of the reasons why Mr. Linus took so long, because he couldn't find somebody else. I'm just going by assuming I wasn't there to take it over. But there was an election. People could have voted him out. Nobody did. You understand my point?
Yeah. But listening to you still, you sound like you have a little bit of Mr. Noel influence some
Yeah,
lady.
yeah. Oh,
I'm listening.
absolutely, man.
Yeah, I'm listening
100%.
to you.
Just a
Yeah.
little bit.
One of the things too, I leaned on him a lot when I took over the presidency because he had a lot of experience. And he mentored me very, very, very well. You see, we have to be able to understand and take things that worked from those who have done it. And if we're not willing to be tutored and to be taught and to serve, then it makes your leadership very difficult. So he was a big part of earlier on, of mentoring some things I needed to. He had a lot of experience, man. So, I'm proud if I sound like a lot in him, I'm very proud because he was a great, 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 great man.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
he was very you either loved him or you didn't like him.
No,
But
but he was also passionate about the organization, and
yeah,
a lot of people, as you said, maybe them thought, them start call it Mr. Noel Alexander Prezi Institute because he
yeah.
was there for so long.
Well, we
But
did, rename a hall after him too because it was that important. I
yeah,
mean, so we made sure we honored him and the family by renaming the hall the Noel Alexander Banquet Hall. I had to do that. That was my thanks to him for the years of 30 years, a thankless position. Let me tell you, you sit in this position and you hear people them talk and run their mouth, and they won't come and have a conversation. When you have the conversation, some people thrive in the dark, cold, warm, dark. When they turn the light on, it's a different thing. Because I implored people, come and have a conversation. And those who do, they see the organization different. So a lot of people, gave him that bad kind of impression of who he was as a person. He was a tough guy, and I don't know, and I can't swear for the man. But what I do know is that he committed all those years to serving community, thankless because I sit in the position, a thankless job, and filled with the criticism of people, and the people who criticize the most are the ones who do less. I am that is a fact that the people who criticize most are the ones who have either never come and lift a chair at the Jamaica Association. If you have not participated on any level, volunteer, event, you don't have the right. You can do it because it's your God divine right is what you, but you should not have the right to criticize without even have a conversation. That's just my opinion.
well,
Makes
this is
sense.
your last term.
Mm.
Aren't you scared? Are you worried?
Word as far as
Are
what
What
you
comes
are
next?
you uneasy about
about?
stepping down from the leadership? Maybe knowing or wondering if the next person in line can carry
It's gonna undo.
this leadership to the next level. I'm just
Well,
asking because your
yeah.
legacy
So
as well.
to be honest, there was a point that I was. There's a couple things. At some point, you got to know when to hold, fold, and walk away. There's nothing lasts forever.
Hmm.
Number two, there's other ways that one can impact success without being at the forefront, and I plan on doing so. There are capable people that I've been around to see my style of leadership, whether they love it or not. But so far, it seems they've seen the things how I operate. They need to come with their own visions and their own approach. But like I took from us, Alexander, hopefully they will they will want to take some of my recommendations and follow some of my lead and implement it with their own. And so the last month or two, I've kind of accepted the fact that the law is the law, and they are capable people. Again, there is a vote on December 12th, and once that is done, we'll have a conversation. There'll be some transfer of power. There'll be some training. The right by the bylaw for the past president, they call the ex officio, that I have a right to be on the board for the next year or so. But I think I want to make sure that I help within in the background, because I know what's going to happen for most of those who appreciate the leadership. They want to come to me directly, and it will undermine the new leadership. So I want to give the new leadership an opportunity to implement their values, their goals, their ideas, how they think need to run. Because I tell many of them, it's easy. It looks easy from that side, but when you're sitting in the seat, it's a totally different thing. 'Cause I remember,
Different.
everything starts with the president and finish with the president. You have
True.
some people come to the organization and take no talk, but from the president. So you have to get able to talk. There's conflict resolution. There is audits to prepare. There is to growth. There is different factions within the organization that you need to groups that you need to make sure that they're being promoted. And there's a lot of moving parts, bro. So to long way to answer your question, I'm no longer concerned. But that I believe that the association will be in capable hands because I plan on being around as long as they want me to help and to support and to give some guidance. Again, you don't need to be the boss to impact. You can come and any little thing and help out is a different way to do it. We have a lot of volunteer workers that come. So I'm no longer concerned. I was at one point. That was just anxiety, knowing that we built something. You don't want it to you build it and then in no time it falls down. And like I said, I make myself available. I am planning to restart the foundation. So my focus now will be singular on getting a building. People come, oh, you're there a long time job. You hear the rumor, them they have long time and they might take the money and not now going another building. Well, you have to come and talk and see what was what. We are paying $6,000 in rent, but there were things that happened in the past why it didn't happen, right? Before me, I don't want to speak to that. I know during the last 6 years, we've raised close to $40,000. We could have continued, but there's so many moving parts. It's hard to focus on getting a building and running the organization, which is multi roles, multi duties up there. And you cannot understand the magnitude of either you sit in it or you shadow. Tell people come and shadow me for a week or two and see exactly what we do.
So
So
so you're saying now, that when you step away from the presidency, you're gonna continue on working on the building
yes. So we're
mandate.
gonna constantly work on the building fund. So we have a single focus now is the building and to raise money for the program. We are threatened and have been threatened many times on fundings. The government now, Mark Carney is asking for different groups to cut funding. I've been telling the association for a long time, which is why we restarted the restaurant, which was closed, which is why we upgraded the bar and we run it like a professional. So in the event, so we need a building. A building is critical because we don't know if at any point funding might get cut. It's been going on for many years. We are a favorite, for lack of a word, for the Jamaica Association because of the past history and how we participate, but don't mean nothing. So I always plan with contingency plan for a rainy day. So we need a building. And with a building, even if we get the funding cut, at least we can find ways to pay the mortgage and at least they have that. So that will be my focus, but also to be around. Members meeting, sit on some of the board meeting and lend my expertise. Because again, I have a lot of years in managing a business. And that's what I brought to the association.
All right. Well, you know, listening to you, realizing that you went on a journey and get some new experience.
Yeah, man.
It's like,
Yeah, new experience. You never
yeah,
easy, no, my brother. You never
no,
easy, me, I tell you,
yeah,
because
listening to you know, it's like, I said, boy, I can't wait to get a break, you know? From the
listen, the
leadership.
rest will be good because sometimes you have those who insist on attacking without facts, and that after a while, no matter how strong you are, can wear you down. But you have to have
Yeah.
big boy pants. You have to ready for deal with, it, and I've dealt with it. So I think a rest will be good mentally, physically. I'm always running. In out in 5 years. I'm 56, maybe 57. I take my early retirement. I always said to the membership, the right person to run this organization is somebody that's retired because you need to have full visibility on
Time.
all of the moving parts. One little thing, and whole thing can tumble down. That's why Mr. Alexander was good for it because he was pretty much a full-time job for him. We're part-time.
Yeah.
Think about it, people.
Mm.
We're running the thing part-time, and pretty much all the board members have jobs, other business, family, and it's volunteer. A machine like that. Oh, yes, man.
All right. Question now. What is the benefit when you're on a board like the Jamaica Association? What's the benefit?
Well, you get to participate in the direction of the organization. So if a decision needs to make, remember, the membership give us the mandate for lead the association in the way they want to go, as long as it conforms to the bylaw. So now, if the membership give that authority and the mandate, then we have to make the right decision then. So if you come to as a board member now, it allow you, number one, to participate. So rather than you're outside and I say, boy, what am I do up there? You come on the board and see how it work. You get to implement your ideas. I matched skill set with the portfolio. So if you're good at certain things, we put you in that area. If you're good, somebody ask them, what do you like? What are you good at? We see what were the needs of the association and we match it up. We match up 16 portfolio and everything, worked well. It wasn't perfect. And no situation or organization was perfect. So the advantage is that, and also you get the other privilege is that you get access to things to see how things work, funding, how the funding work. You get access to different events that we go to. There's a lot of access. Whether it's some people it's simple as you be able to come to an event without having to pay because if they do this. So there's a lot of privilege as a board member. Most importantly, that you get an opportunity to participate in the continual building or rebuilding of an organization you love. And it's great voluntary work because we all have to give back. My sisters used to say, boy, it's better to give than receive. I say, Mark, you pay your tithes. So I make sure I don't miss my tithes. So the man see me with thing, I bless me, bless. Pay my tithes to the Almighty God,
Boy,
isn't it?
yeah, man. Boy, but man, the funny thing, running an organization, I know it's not easy, say, but the thing what me not like about certain organization is the
Yeah.
politics. I don't like politics in organization. You understand me? I said to you, and that is what worries me the most because the person who is good for the job, all of them get the job.
Yeah. That's true, a lot of politics. But you're gonna find that in anywhere. Any
No, but we're not supposed. But we're not supposed to
but
have that
but, it-
in a
but
organization like
it's
that.
just human nature. You want me to tell you something? Is a human nature for power and for and desire for power and greed. And for say, boy, I made the boss, I made the man. I want you to be the boss so me can get things through you. It's just human nature. Well, that's just human nature. Remember, I go Africa, and make a visit. Wait, this is not something new for our race. We've been doing this going all the way back to Africa, right? Where the crab in a bucket mentality exists, where me feel say boy, me have to get a better you, and if me can't get a better you, then me go capture you, and if that not enough, then me go trade you off. So this has been going on forever. We have to be able to. Somebody have to take up the mantle despite all of that. Because what happened, many people throw up the man and say, can't bother the Jamaica Association. Too much argument, too much fight, too much this, too much that. But somebody have to do it. Somebody have to do it. Remember, in every generation throughout the history, God had to call a man to lead the people. Even every nation have them problem. Me not pick on our people, but me talk specifically our people. So yeah, and I tell people, leadership is you have to be called to do it. If you're not called to do it, don't do it. Some people do it because for the wrong reason. You're not called for leadership, you will fail. The first pressure, you're gonna crumble. The first criticism, you're gonna walk away. Right? You're gonna say things that you're not supposed to say. So the politics is part of it. Politics there Jamaica, politics there in Canada, politics there in the government. Everywhere you go, you have politics. I've been in many organizations, even at the workplace. Look at me, they're my company almost years, and it take me 16 years as a black man to get a manager position. Why? Because I'm a black politics. I could have beat and quit the company, but we pushing to get the position, and we have to learn to fight through adversities, the worst of them, in order to be able to be victorious. And too many people choke the honor and say, we can't bother with it, but on the time for waste. But if you not do it, walk on to the people that come up the stairs for food. Walk on to the people that need a place for come relax. Walk on to the people that where mind. Enough people mess up mind. People they are illegal and need some help. What we gonna do? There are many different, not just Jamaica Association, but many organizations they're serving people that are in need. Because you're not in need and you don't feel it, you might not understand it. So we can't make the politics push it from service. You understand?
Yeah, yeah. Now, Madman, um,
Yeah.
remember now, the comments, you have to tell who are going on the comments, because
You can't see the
no, you
comment.
have to, that's your department.
Oh, because I put them on the screen. You can't see them.
No, I can't see. I'm too small.
I'm too-
No, I'm too small for real, man. I can't see. So you just focus on it
Uh,
and intervene, interject
yeah, man.
whenever.
Well, Pot was saying that she didn't see anything in about the email about the bylaw changing, but then she said she reread the
Yeah,
email,
man, we sent
everything.
it out. We sent it out.
Tell
And
Pat
it's a
Yeah.
send
vote. It's
shares.
not a long meeting. It's a vote. No, they could decide
Yeah.
to keep it as status quo, but I decided I felt it was the right thing to change it because many people are saying, "Well, you can't leave," but I'm not going to circumvent the law so that I can stay in power. I refuse to do it. If we don't observe and respect rule of law, we're gonna have chaos. Can't do that. So I will not accept any changes. The law was there before I came in. We can change the law and then. So I will not accept any motion to keep me there because it would have been circumvented. Imagine me go do that. You know what the people are gonna say? Me change the law so me can stay in a power. We don't want that, brother. It's all right. Make them take it. If them think it's so easy, make them take it. Them people talk easy, like say them it's easy for them, but go do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Now, well, just inform the listeners them about some of the programs again
Yeah, man.
that
That's
goes
great.
on
So
at the association.
well, and a lot of these programs again, they've been here for many, many years. We have the food program. I mean, we serve so many people from so many different communities. They depend on this Thursday, Friday. Boy, I mean, never know somebody that leave poverty in Jamaica. When me a beg on street and sell back because my father gone and my mother not there. Send $200 a month to serve 7 people. Me I tell you, brother, whenever easy, jump over fence and go thief mango and all them kind of thing. For come and can know some boy in a first world country people in a need like that. So we serve a big purpose there to serve. We pick up food every Wednesday and we serve it Thursday and Friday. We got many people who and at one time didn't have that education because they came here to do work and didn't get that time. So we have the ABE program, adult education, basic education, where we teach that. We added to that now financial and different program which I teach a financial class. We have the young single mother women who have children and the men, know where the men them gone and they need that kind of help and structure and support. So we have a director, full-time employee that takes care of that. We have the tax clinic that people, who need their tax done and they can't afford it. We do that for free. We have a social place where they can come every Friday night and just get away from the stress of work and play some domino and listen to some music. We have mental health programs. We have the arts program, Miss Patton and his arm that we feature from time to time. So there are many different things. What I wanted to do was the organization needs to be something for everybody. And it didn't feel that way. Maybe it was because I will never sound off on past administration, but my perception that we were not something for even church people. We have made big roads in a lot of help we get from the churches, volunteers, support. So we needed to be something for everyone. So my thing is that the Jamaica Association today it's something for everyone. If you're a Rasta, something for everyone. If you're a Christian, if you're we need voluntary work, jobs. We create a lot of jobs. A lot of people come and need money. Many people come, them they've not them license suspended. How many volunteers we have there, people can come work and get back them license. People who have record and them probation officer. We're able to do that. We're stamp up review. So we do a lot. We do a lot. Immigration, we work with J and Bank. People want to get them banking done. People want them passport done. Them birth certificate we get. It's a machine. We take care of all of those services. And all we ask for people is either pay membership or just come and support. No problem. Criticize, give your criticism constructively, say what you have to say, but also come and volunteer and do some work and participate. And I
So
don't
so so
feel
so
I don't feel you have a vetted right to make a
Yeah. Pat.
criticism without participating. And once you participate, then you come and see us.
Yeah. Pot is saying in the comments she's still waiting for an understanding of the nomination and election
So
process.
that's going to be, so the process, Pat, is there's a process to it. So the membership period ends at September 30th. So or fiscal year, which coincides with the fiscal year of the funders. That's why we do it. And it's not calendar year. From 1st of October to September 30th. We ask people during that time to pay their membership to be an active member. So we have about hundreds and hundreds of members, but active members mean that you can actively participate in the voting, in the direction, in when we have members meeting to see the finance. So as of September 30th, now we compile the names of all those who have earned the right to vote in the December election. Now that that is done, as of the first weekend of November is when the period of nomination starts. So that's when you start seeing the information on the nomination process and the description of the roles that I guess not just president up for election. There is the secretary is up for election. There is the second vice president up for election. So there are many roles. So we'll send out all the roles that are up for election. We'll send out the rules of how to the of the process, and because it's both hybrid, it's both in person and on electoral body. So that information will come. It's first September 30th. Find out all the people who've paid their membership. Compile the list of eligible voters. Then we move on to nomination. Right now we're focusing on the banquet. Can get a shameless plug for the banquet. Heroes Banquet, October 18th coming up. This will be my last event that I'll be presiding over. So I'm hoping everybody comes out and support it. October 18th, the
She's
tickets are
also
$150.
she's, al-
What's that?
she's she's also saying who are the we? Is that the board
The
and
we
the
as far as
staff
what?
for the we the dominations and all
No,
that
so
stuff?
the
What man
board,
did you?
the board
Yeah,
leads the
wait.
nomination process. So it's the same process every year where it's president, second vice, secretary. Then the next year is first vice president, treasurer. So the bylaw contains which positions are eligible for the voting process. So the board manages the bylaw, right? And they are accountable to the membership. Because the membership, yeah, everybody gets a copy of the bylaws. If Miss Dillon don't have it, because we send it out, we give it to the members meeting. Everybody has one. If Miss Dillon don't have, I can send one. So the bylaws
Yeah, and
dictates,
she's not
huh?
like, is it true that all the positions on the board are being
No, but that's not
vacated?
true. That's what I'm saying is the law, rule
Okay.
of law is you can't do that because you can have, for example, president and vice president um, running in the same year. Now, this year is unique because there could be times when the vice president would vacate the position if that they're choosing to run for president, right? But I'm still active until the process is completed. So if, for example, the vice president decide to run, she gives up the office of the vice president. There is not an election for that position. That position can now be nominated if the vice president should win the election, if they decide to choose. And I'm just saying, I'm giving a general example. Vacate the election, the position, run for the office of president. That position now is not an elected position, the vice president.
Okay. Oh, boy,
And
everybody's just
then
disappearing.
that nominee would be nominated. It's often that you see if a vice president will run, but it's their right to run, but they have to vacate it. And so remains all the other positions. That is in a non-elected year, those positions would
Boss.
be appointed.
And she says
Hope I
we
answered the
run all these
question.
committees. I have the bylaws.
Mad vibes. Hello,
Yeah, she's also saying,
are you
yeah,
there?
we run all these committees. I have the bylaws.
Mad vibes.
Yeah, you can't hear me?
Hello,
Can you hear me?
hello.
Hello?
Mad vibes.
You can't hear me? You can't hear me? You can't hear
Are
me?
you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Hello.
You can't hear me. Oh Lord.
Hello.
Did we lose the volume? You can't hear me? Hold on.
Singing P.
You can't hear
Are we there?
me? Singing P God no. Oh, he's back. Hold on. Hello? Hello? You can hear me?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
You kind of choppy. Where did Singing P go?
Yeah, it's choppy now.
You
Not
know
sure what
Singing P
happened.
gone?
Singing P disappeared. Oh, and come back now. Let's see. Singing P, can you hear me?
The Facebook Live thing stay away, man.
Yeah, not sure what happened here. Yeah,
Where
you
you
can't
go?
hear me? Okay, you can't hear me. Okay, but we can't see or
Any
hear
other
Singing
questions
P.
here?
Wow, it get really choppy all of a sudden.
Was there any other
Wow.
questions, Mr. Vibes?
I think that's about. I think that was it for the questions. But they're saying that they can't really hear you good now.
You want me to check out and come back on again? Let me try that.
Oh no, no, now you're coming a
Yeah.
little clearer now.
So I wanted to know. So Mr. P disappeared.
Yeah, Singing P. I don't know what happened. His camera cut out, and then he did. Oh wait, he's back. Hold on, let's see.
Mr. P.
Hello. You can't hear nothing.
Okay. Yeah, man. The Facebook thing stay away tonight.
Boy, man, I tell you, it's like it's a fight.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's 12 o'clock now, so it's
Can you
about
hear me?
time almost to wrap
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Anyway.
Can you hear
Oh,
me?
no, we can't hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, can I hear you?
You can hear
Yes,
me?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
yes.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you.
You
Yes, we're
can hear
hearing
me?
you. We're
We I
hearing you.
hear you.
MadMan,
Yes,
you can
we
Yes.
hear
I
me?
hear. Yes, but you can't hear we.
No,
Mr. Facebook, I fight with
nobody
today.
can hear me.
Yeah, man. I hear you.
MadMan, you hearing me?
Yeah,
Yes, we hear you.
Oh,
yeah.
but me not hear you. Me not hear you. But anyway, I just want to know if you not hear me.
Yes.
That's it. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, I never hear nothing you want to say a while ago in terms of the banquet. So if the people on the live can hear you, just you talk about the banquet. You have a banquet
Yeah, I was
coming
saying
up.
that. Yeah,
When is the banquet?
October 18th, the next week, Saturday.
October 18th. No, may I
Yes.
read lips, you know.
Yeah, October
I
18th. Yeah,
lips, may
man.
I read, you know.
Yeah, man. We want my last presidential event, so I'm asking everybody to come out. We'll be honoring some
Okay.
media personalities,
All right.
including Miss Pat Dillon. We're gonna be honoring her along with some
Just
other.
talk about it because I'm not hearing you. So
Yeah,
just let the
man.
people them know, how them can get them tickets, so
Yeah,
on and so forth.
yeah.
Because
Them
I'm
can
not
call.
hearing nothing.
They can call at the association 514-737-8229 or call myself 514-238-2659. October 18 is going to be at a banquet hall on Devonshire, and Devonshire in the back, called Society 18. Society this with very nice banquet hall. Open, everybody can come out and really, really support. All right. And Mr. P, thank you very much for tonight. I really appreciate the opportunity. I will do it again. I'll come in live in studio.
All right. Well, as we said, I don't hear nothing, but I can understand. So you explain to the people them what's going on, so on and so forth, which is good. Now,
Yeah, well.
because of the fact that I'm not hearing you guys, listen now, Mr. President. Me personally, I want to congratulate you for the 2 terms you have done.
Yeah.
Three.
We just hope to say,
3
oh,
terms.
3. A 3 term.
3 terms.
Okay, so yeah, that 3 terms equal 6 years, right? Perfect. Now, for the 3 terms you have done, I want to congratulate you because we know that the journey is long, it's stressful. No matter what you're going to say, I know it's all about stress. There's times when
crazy.
You know, your mind, although you say it, you never really think about quitting or giving up. But you know, some more time frustration coming in.
Yeah, man.
But you just, as a leader, you have to just absorb it and press on. So we commend you for that. You know, and as a member and also as a non-member looking from outside looking into the organization, we see the difference, we see the growth, you know what I mean, under your leadership, I must say. But you know, when you step down from the seat, hopefully we can do some work where we can elevate some more the organization, because I would love to, you know, but more I work with people where they're on same capacity level as me, you know, like we can think, we can brainstorm and make things happen. I can't bother with it. The whole of Ray and he did. I don't like them something. I don't mind. If me I give person my time or organization my time, I don't want that. We just want to sit down like big people. We come up with ideas. We execute it. If we come up with 3 ideas, we just use one. If that one doesn't work, we move to the next, until we crack the code. You understand?
Yeah, man.
No hard feelings. Them things that me appreciate. So we give thanks. You know, I know you did well. You know, people have things we say, people say all kind of things, but we can't see. We don't need glasses. We see the difference in the organization.
See to the eye.
And you said in the membership says it all.
Yeah.
When you take it up, there wasn't so much membership. So that says a lot. Now, we just need the people to come out and pay their membership fee and come vote. Now, me not lie. Me worried, you know. Me worried. If you not worried, I am.
Yeah.
Because there's no way you can bring the organization on that level with your board, not your alone, with your board, and then boom, when you step away, it take a dip. You see me? We don't want that.
Yeah.
Because you know it go, people are going to start blame, you know, point
everybody
and all these things. You know the thing go.
100%.
You always find somebody for blame, especially you with them.
Yeah.
Mark, especially if you leave the organization and if it's in a deficit, you don't know that go. I'm just saying.
That's true. True.
People them see. Them always have point fingers. But big up yourself. MadMan, me don't know, me can't hear you. I'm just talking now. If any major question in the comment where you want to put it to the president before we close course, please feel free to do so before we get out, because we don't want the people to say, oh, we never ask certain question. You know, the platform is also for the people, it's not for us alone. So if you want any major, if you have any major concern, just make MadMan talk to the president.
And also, president, sign language.
Before you leave, there's a video that I saw was floating around social space. You know, I mean, pointing finger like you're trying to disrespect artists and all these things and at Jamaica Day. You know, like, you know, for me, sometimes when people are disgruntled about certain things, the best way for me is to contact the president and we'll have talk and say, listen, we never really like certain things. Rah, ray, and you know, pacify it. Instead of when them take it to social media, you know, so there's ulterior motive. That's how me look on it. Especially when you're reachable Yeah, especially when you're reachable.
Listen, I want to first of all, I saw that. First of all, to the artists, if you felt in any way disrespected, it was not my intention, and if you felt that way, I apologize. We were trying to get the artist on. We had to move things around. The artist was not on the bill. No, that artist had asked me prior. I had promised that this year we'll put him on, but he was not officially on the bill. And when he came there, I said, I cannot give you two songs and I can only give you one. Knowing the artist
Yeah.
myself, I knew he would have attempted to do two. And we were at a time where
Yeah.
we needed to get the main artist done. We cut some of the times from the other artists that were performing, and I told him one. While he was performing that
Yeah.
one, I saw that he was going into number two, and I went and I told him we can't allow it. And that was it. It was not meant
Yeah.
to disrespect him, it was meant to make sure that we had enough time. It would not have been fair that I cut other artists who were on the bill, cut their time, cut their performance in order to get the main artist on Michigan because we were running late for the piece. He was not on the bill. I promised I would give him a
Yeah.
shot, but when the day came, he was never officially on the bill. I still said give you an opportunity. But when the day come and say he stood there, he stood there, stood there, I said, okay, I'll give you one chance, no problem. But he started to go into the second one. And I told him no. I couldn't allow it.
Had to pull the plug.
Yeah,
Had to pull the
and I
plug.
would have hoped that you could have picked up the phone and called me. Tell me you don't respect, but disrespect, but you put that on social. But it's okay. He has a right to hear how he feels, but the truth of the fact is what I'm saying. He was not on the bill. I wanted to give us a Jamaican an opportunity. I gave him one, and he started to go into song number two. He told him run the next track, and I
Yeah.
told him no. So if I'm a bad guy for that, I'll take it. But I had a responsibility. We are paying an artist. We had to move the artist from the back to move him up because we are running against time. The park had to close by 8 o'clock, and we were ready at 7. And he didn't want to listen. And
Yeah.
that's it. I'm not going to call the artist's name. He knows he is. Give me a call. I apologize. I did not mean to embarrass you. It was not my intent. I didn't grab the phone from you, microphone. I just walk up to you and says, I need to have the microphone. That's it. I don't never
Yeah.
disrespect. I never disrespect anybody in since I've been the president. Why would I start? No. I could have told him off the back, no, you're not going on. Former president did that all the
Yeah.
time. Tell them, no, you're not, come on. Me give the man a song. Him never depend the bill.
Yeah.
So what is the problem? Like, you understand? But if you feel disrespect as an artist, I understand. I do sincerely apologize. Hope we can make it up.
Well, yeah. Like I said, people have the right
Yeah,
to feel
I have
how
the
they
right to
feel,
feel how they
right?
feel.
I
That's
mean,
why I say I'm
but
apologizing
talk,
because maybe I don't see it away,
yeah.
see it away. He's a known person, and I do
Yeah.
apologize. But it was not my intention to embarrass. I had to be firm.
Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it would have made more sense for him to
All right.
reach
That's
out to
my
you
point.
Well,
first.
And
Yeah.
before I go, I want to thank everyone on your platform, all those the members, the supporters, the friends, the partners, the media, everybody who contributed to my success. I thank you very much. It's been a phenomenal 6 years. I enjoyed my run immensely to see the growth. I thank you. Even the critics, even the haters. Because
Those are the ones that
Even
keep you
Jesus get
fueled.
criticism. It's okay. Everything
Yeah.
works together.
Those are the ones that
Everything
fuel
works
you.
together. You got to get criticism, and that's okay. You just want it to be fair. Thank you all. Mr. P, I appreciate the opportunity. Come on your platform many times. You come Jamaica Day, brought it in on the entertainment, and you turn it. Man, you make the level go high. So me have to give you Mad Mac when you help you out with Luki and them thing there. Me have to give you the respect for that. So thanks everybody. Man, respect to you. Everybody,
Yeah.
everybody in line. Thank you so much, and I look forward to the next phase of helping the Jamaica Association build to the next level. Thank you.
All right.
all right,
You're gonna
boss.
be seeing a
Yeah,
lot
man,
more of me
respect,
up
no
there too.
problem. I didn't hear
Listen.
anything, but you're welcome.
Listen to the playback. Listen to the playback. Bless them.
Yeah, play
Yeah,
it
All right,
back.
man.
I
all right,
hear
all
it.
Go on.
right.
All right.
All
So
right,
yeah.
man. All right. Peace, love. I don't know what's the situation, but peace, love. We give thanks. Thank everybody for watching. Me now, you nothing. We just have talk like a madman. But anyway, you know, why MadMan?
Oh,
I don't know. Yo, I wonder if a sister P mash up. I wonder if a sister P mash up live again, man.
Pop it down.
We don't know still, but hopefully, when we watch the live, I'm gonna have a great laugh because I know you're nothing, but I'm talking, right?
I tell you, man,
Now,
this was
before we leave,
definitely
MadMan,
interesting. Yeah.
We just have a big up the Radiant Ball Star Party I go on next week. See, we have a big up Scrooge Fulonji we are going next week. And once again, the Jamaican Association banquet. There's so many things going on. People, don't forget November the 15th. Look out for the red carpet meets Legacy. You understand me? I said to you, you don't know, say a few birthday party, Big Worm birthday party, and also
Pop it down, Pat.
Metro birthday party. You see me?
Yeah,
so you don't know the things said, and also don't forget Glamour Wayne is coming into town that same night as well, November the 15th, right? So people, make sure you support all of the event them, you know what I mean? We know so we're living in a time now where it's kind of stressful, you know, recession is on, but we still have to keep with sanity, you see me? We still have to go out, socialize, and listen to some good reggae music, because it alone can free my mind, you understand? From a long week work, you understand me I say? So big up on yourself once again. Thanks for watching. Remember, talk the things. Boy, I'm not like some question I don't want to ask them because I can't hear. I don't know what I want. But anyway, we give thanks because I know nothing for bash now, whatever. It's just for people realize, you know, sitting in the presidential chair is not an easy sit. You see me? You sit for all kind of things.
Yep.
You see me?
Yep.
You don't know anything. So anyway, MadMan, big up yourself. Respect every time. Thank you once again. Until next week, same time, same place. Remember, check me out Sunday night, early Monday morning, Roots Rock Radio Show. You don't know. We got the boss, Flux upon the outside. You know the things and the whole team. And we're there, you know, to keep the team moving. You see? So bless up. Next week, same time, same place. We're out.
Yeah, man.